Okay, I think I'm live now. Hi, everybody. Welcome to, I don't have to welcome you. Presumably you've been here all night long watching the really awesome performances that you've seen. I wanted to thank Virtua Ongaku, the Ongaku Overdrive team, for having me on this show. All of us who are taking part in tonight's show are here because it is in some way personally significant to us. And we've all got, I think, different stories that I think we're all going to share in our own ways because so I use the word queer to describe the LGBTQ plus community, and I hope that's all right with everybody. For me, that's an inclusive umbrella term. That's also a lot easier to say. But one thing I've learned over the course of my years in the VGM scene is there's a lot of us in this community. My personal journey is very different from so many other people, but we're all valid. I'm fortunate in some ways that I came out to my parents as an adult, and I have such a relationship with them, and they were welcoming and inviting enough that when I mentioned to my mother that I was playing a Pride concert, instead of her being uncomfortable or shunning me, she asked me where the link was. So, Mom, if you're watching, hi. But you might notice I said I came out as an adult, and those of you who have known me in the VGM scene for the 14 years I've been in this community might be a little surprised to see me in this sort of context, because when I joined the VGM scene, I told everyone I was straight, and I thought I was straight. I was in a straight marriage, and the story of late bloomers, I think, is something that if you are one of us, maybe this sounds familiar, but I grew up in the Bible Belt, in the suburbs of Dallas, Texas in the 90s. And even though my family never said or did anything that made it feel like it would be unsafe to be a queer person, there's kind of this background noise that is surrounds you like radiation. It gets into you and tells you what you can and cannot be, who you should and shouldn't be. And when you're a child, it's very easy to internalize that almost without realizing you're internalizing that. And I spent a large chunk of my life, several decades of my life, trying to live up to this concept of what I thought I was supposed to be, until at some point, as an adult, it became too loud for me to ignore. That actually, no, I'm not just queer, I'm gay. And so that's been a journey of self-discovery, and there have been many beautiful things about it. Finding community, finding people that I relate to and I connect to, finding many people who accept me for who I am. There's some grief and sorrow too for all of those years that I lived a life in which I was constraining myself into a box. I'm really thrilled to be where I am now. If this story relates to, if any of you relate to this story, like I hope you realize like you're not alone, you're not the only one. And our stories are valid. And so there's many ways in which support for young people, for young queer people, young LGBTQ plus people is so important. Whether it is to keep them from having to closet themselves, even from themselves, or to provide them with safety and security and a place to go, which is what Zebra Youth does. That's so important. And so I hope that you will show the goodness and kindness of our community, our VGM community, our queer community, and support these people who are supporting our youth. I am going to play a lot of video game music and some other things. I took a theme, actually, part of why it took me so long to come out, part of why I internalized what I did was that there weren't gay women in places where I could see them when I was growing up. Representation is a term you might hear, and it is seeing yourself in the stories, in the news, everywhere you look, whether it's the books you read, the shows you watch, the people that you encounter in your day-to-day life. And so for me, not having role models, not having fictional people to relate to, all of that, I think, was part of what made me not question the box I'd put myself in. And so I'm celebrating representation, characters from the past and the present, who are queer in some capacity, from video games or not. So I've done a bunch of new music I threw together 4 new songs for this set, but I'm going to start with something that I know really well because I'm nervous about the new things, and the best way to prepare for nerves is to do something very comfortable first. So if you know me, you know I love the Mother series, which Earthbound gets credit for having canonically gay characters, 2 little boys in love, which I think is remarkable given that it came out in the 90s. So this is Pollyanna, one of my favorite songs from Earthbound Beginnings. I believe the morning sun's always gonna shine again, and I believe a pot of gold waits at every rainbow's end. Oh, I believe in roses kissed with dew. Why shouldn't I believe the same in you? I believe in make-believe, fairy tales and lucky charms, and I believe in promises spoken as you cross your heart. Oh, I believe in skies forever blue. Why shouldn't I believe the same in you? You may say I'm a fool, feeling the way that I do. You can call me Pollyanna, say I'm crazy as a loon. I believe in silver linings, and that's why I believe in you. I believe if not today, maybe it will be tomorrow, when the bluebird flies away. All we have to do is follow. I believe a dream can still come true. Why shouldn't I believe the same in you? You may say I'm a fool, feeling the way that I do. I believe in friends and laughter and the wonders love can do. I believe in songs and magic, and that's why I believe in you. You may say I'm a fool, feeling this way about you. There's not much I can do. I'm gonna be this way my life through, 'cause I still believe in miracles. I swear I've seen a few, and the time will surely come when you can see my point of view. I believe in second chances, and that's why I believe in you. So skipping forward to a very modern game with a very queer cast and a moment that made me cry, not because it was sad, but because I realized that children these days are able to see themselves in the stories that they experience in a way that I never did. This is the Ferris wheel theme from Deltarune Chapter 2. It's not just going to be things with feelings and queer characters. But we're going to stick around in Deltarune for a minute longer because I thought this one was really interesting, and it's an example of the strong sense of community that we have in the VGM scene, and a great number of my friends and the people that are in my life are because of this community. So this is I put out a call 2 years ago for April Fools, and people came through with less than a month to record their parts. This is The World Revolving, also from Deltarune. Oh, my cat has objections. Come here. Real quick, everybody say hi to Sophie. This is Sophie. She's a good girl. She doesn't want to be in here. Be free, little girl. Be free. All right, fun fact, I don't actually like The World Revolving, but it is really fun to play. Okay, so this one is one that everyone knows, whether you play video games or not. This is a very precious song that I recorded to celebrate the passing of marriage equality in the United States as an ally, celebrating for people who I love. It has taken on additional meaning since then. This is the Rainbow Connection. So let's do our best Kermit impressions. No, I'm too serious. I couldn't possibly. Why are there so many songs about rainbows, and what's on the other side? Rainbows are visions and only illusions, and rainbows have nothing to hide. So we've been told, and some choose to believe it. I know they're wrong, wait and see. Someday we'll find it, the rainbow connection, the lovers, the dreamers, and me. Who said that every wish would be heard and answered when wished on the morning star? Somebody thought of that, and someone believed it, and look what it's done so far. connection, the lovers, the dreamers, and me. All of us under its spell, we know that it's probably magic. Have you been half asleep, and have you heard voices? I've heard them calling my name. Is this the sweet sound that called the young sailors? The voice might be one and the same. I've heard it too many times to ignore it. It's something that I'm supposed to be. Someday we'll find it, the rainbow connection, the lovers, the dreamers, and me. All right, this next one is new and therefore a little scary. It was recommended that I play this by my girlfriend, actually. I love this game. It made me cry a lot. This is a thing I like in games. It's a challenging one to figure out how to arrange, but this is Aloy's theme from Horizon Zero Dawn. All right, we're at the section of the stream, the concert, where I play character themes whose names begin with A. So this character is not canonically queer. The fandom has things to say about that, and I know better than to engage with Final Fantasy VII's fandom shipping wars. But my story here is that, okay, so I stream video games, so some of the folks in the audience are my Fleety Pies. Hi, folks. I had to come out on stream when Aerith from Final Fantasy VII came out in that red dress. And Cloud and I had the same idiotic expression on our face, and I was like, okay, so there's a thing you're seeing happening here. So, Aerith's theme. It counts, right? Okay, I'm going to keep the hits rolling. This is from Saga Frontier 2, which has one of the first bisexual protagonists I think I know of in any video games. Weird game, great music. This is Celis's theme. Also, this one features heavily Mr. Ian Martin, who performed at the beginning of tonight's set. Alright, this is the one that I'm most scared of, so I'm going to just jump right on in. This is not from a video game. This was a really powerful moment in children's television. This is not what I usually do. I am not an R&B goddess like Estelle, but I'm going to do my damnedest. This is Stronger Than You from Steven Universe. This is Garnet, back together. And I'm never going down at the hands of the likes of you because I'm so much better. And every part of me is saying, go get her. The two of us ain't gonna follow your rules. Come at me without any of your fancy tools. Let's go, just me and you. Let's go, just 1 on 2. Go ahead and try and hit me if you're able. Can't you see that my relationship is stable? I can see you hate the way we intermingle, but I think you're just mad cause you're single, and you're not gonna stop what we made together. We are gonna stay like this forever. If you break us apart, we'll just come back newer, and we'll always be twice the gem that you are. I am made love, 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 This is who we are, this is who I am, and if you think you can stop me, then you need to think again, because I am a feeling, and I will never end, and I won't let you hurt my planet, I won't let you hurt my friends. Go ahead and try and hit me if you're able. Can't you see that my relationship is stable? I know you think I'm not something you're afraid of, cause you think that you've seen what I'm made of, but I am even more than the two of them. Everything they care about is what I am. I am their fury, I am their patience, I am their conversation. I am made of love, and it's stronger than you. Love, and it's stronger than you. And it's stronger than you. Okay, I had one more. I don't know if I have time for one more. I was going to do the aria from Final Fantasy VI with my band because I love them very much, but I think I might have to shut down. Do I have one more? I have time. Yes. Okay. Fun news. The Returners album number 2 is fully recorded. So it's actually going to happen. And we haven't announced it yet, but there is a show on the horizon, our first live show in almost 5 years. And I am like, I don't have words for how excited I am. And I have words for everything. So to celebrate, here's my band, The Returners, playing the aria from Final Fantasy VI, my favorite song, my favorite game. With the Super Nintendo lyrics, of course. right. I think I've gone a little bit over. Thank you so much for having me on the Virtua Ongaku stage. Please make sure that you donate tonight. It is so important that we take care of our youth. The youth are the future, and they are our community, and they are our responsibility. So please donate, make those strawberries come back, and let's make sure that the next generation of queer youth has the support that they need to succeed and to lead happy, fulfilled lives as much as we possibly can. All right. Good night, everybody. Thank you so much. Please stick around. The Limit Breakers are awesome. Amanda is awesome. You have an incredible show ahead of you, so don't go anywhere.